just adding a note here to an essay, and I've just listened to 64, video 1164, and I want to add this note to that nothing is one thing. Nothing is the same everywhere. If you distinguish between this nothing and that nothing, they both become something. That is to say, you have to postulate qualities that would distinguish them, which in that very act causes them to become something. So nothing is one, and the power that we find, the nothingness that we find when we remove all of the accidental qualities from an object, is the same nothing that we find when we remove the accidental qualities of any object. We take the apple, for instance, and remove the redness, roundness, juiciness, sweetness, circularity, and all the qualities that we can think of, and we find nothing. There's nothing there. Then we take a more complex object like a computer printer or a computer or a jet engine or a house or anything else, regardless of how complex it might be, and remove all of the accidental qualities. We also find nothing when we remove the last one. So the nothing that we find as the essence, at least in the essence position of the complex object, and the essence, the nothing we find as the locality for the essence of the apple are the same thing. They're both nothing, and that nothing is one thing. So I think this demonstrates to some extent that there is only one essence in the universe. That essence appears to us as nothingness, but the fact of the matter is there has to be the creative power that enabled the object to exist in the first place. And I would say that is what we end up with. That which appears as nothing is in fact the creative power which originated the object in the first place. To me, that would be the logos, the gathering force, the power, the command to be, the creative energy, the thrust from non-being to being, which created that object and is the reason for its existence. And so when we remove all of the accidental qualities that command assembled and gathered into the object, we have the original power remaining. And of course, power is not a physical reality. You can't touch it. You can't taste it. It has no instantiation as an objective thing that can be experienced by the senses. Some of the result of it may be experienced. We touch an electric wire, we feel something, but we do not feel the electricity itself. We feel the result of that electric power. And so so power is inexperienceable as it is in itself. We only know its results and its activity. And so when we remove all of the accidental qualities of any object, we have nothing, but that nothing is the power that caused the object to exist in the first place, and it's only nothing as far as our sensory perception is concerned. We cannot perceive it, but it is there. So adding this to previous fragments that I have offered on this subject, I hope this adds a little to it, and I will end here now.